This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone. Good morning to all. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the browser browser object model and the objects. I told you yesterday, objects are there. We have screen object, we have navigator object, navigator, and one more thing is going to be location object, LOC, location, right? So these are the three major objects we need to discuss. And one more is there history, but don't worry about the history object. This is not that much important here, right? So these three are very important objects which are in the part of window object, right? We know document is also an object. It is a part of window only. In the same manner, screen, navigator, and location are the three objects which belongs to window object, right? So now let me talk about the screen. Yesterday we seen window with the inner height, inner width, outer height, outer width. That is all about the window, the browser window. Here you can see we have one object called screen object. We will log this screen object and we will see what is the output of it, right? Let me save the file. SSCRE and screen.html is the file. Let me save in your location. Right. I'm not going to do anything. Console.log. Just I want to print the screen. ORR. We can print window.screen also. Anyone, you can use it, no problem. We can access the object like this, or we can access the window.screen also. We can use anyone, but nothing difference will be there in the output also. Now I'm running the file. Now you can go and press F12 here. Yes. So in the console, you are able to see screen and screen and screen. Two times you are able to see because we printed two times only, right? So now you can expand this available height, available width, right? This is the height and width. We have height, width, as well as available height of the screen, as well as width of the screen. Now you can see four properties we are going to talk about. This is up to screen, okay? Screen height, screen width. What this will do, this will give you the exact height of the screen, exact height of the width. I mean actual dimensions of my screen, excluding taskbars, whatever it may be, from top to bottom of the screen. So this is going to be, let me take this as the width. So width of the screen, height of the screen. Simply I just want to make like this, height and the width of the screen. Now you can check this in the console. See the height 768. So if you can remove taskbar, I think you may get 728, something like this. This is the actual screen dimension, 768 height, 1366. But yesterday you seen 728 only, I believe 728 only you seen. The same, you can get one more property here. The property is going to be avail avail width, right? This is going to be avail height, AVAIL, available width, available height of the screen. Here you can check this. This is going to be height, HEIGHT, A width. I am taking like this, A width, A height. Okay, just you can check this. Now you can go and see. So height, this is the actual thing. Can you see avail height is 728 only. It is not including the taskbar here. So excluding taskbar, height of the window is 728. Including taskbar, height of the window is 768. Width, I think we don't have any problems in the width. Width is completely full width it is occupying. This is completely the measures of screen, not the window. See, I'm going, this is my browser window. My browser window is very small now. I'm just refreshing the page. What are you getting here? You are getting the dimensions of the screen only, not on the browser window. If you want to get the browser window, yesterday we used properties, right? Window.inner height, window.inner height, inner width, outer height, outer width. Those are the properties we have to use to know the browser. Now my browser window is very small, right? If you want to get these dimensions, yesterday we discussed the property window, inner height, inner width, outer height, outer width. Right now, what are the values you are getting? These values which are purely related to pure height and width of the screen. Now, laptop screen guys here, not the browser. Right. So this is what exactly the thing you can able to see, guys. Okay, now right. Don't get confused here. These are the four properties we can easily understand about the screen object completely, which is related to screen. Okay. Now, very important object I'm going to talk about. Now you can see console.log of navigator. This is also very important. Navigator or window.navigator. You can use anyone, no problem. Window.navigator, right? Console.log document or window.document, whatever it may be, you can just go for it. So navigator.html is the file. Okay. Now run the file. We can see the navigator object. Navigator object will completely talk about the browser information. Which browser we are using currently? I want to know. Actually, we have tried some logic to detect the browser. Don't worry. So now we can just see. This is all the information which is related to browser, guys. Here. So complete information related to browser. Here we have an important property in this. There are so many properties are there. We don't know whether we are going to use all these properties or not in real time, but one thing we are going to use, that one thing is nothing but cookie enabled or not. You can see cookie, enabled. What this property will do, yesterday I think in the previous sessions we created cookies, right? Before creating any cookie, we need to write this property. What this property will do, this property will check whether this browser supports cookies or not. In my browser, cookies are enabled. Now you can see I'm getting true because cookies enabled. You can make cookies disable now. Now you can see I'm just going here. I'm making cookies disable. Now go to privacy, cookies site data, allow cookies, right? Now I'm going to block all cookies. Okay, now cookies are disabled. Now you can refresh the page, you will get the something called false. By seeing the false, we can easily understand cookies are enabled or disabled. Now I'm allowing the cookies. Now just refresh the page. Now you can see you're getting the value again true. This is the important property. In interviews also, people will ask us, how do we know whether the cookies are enabled or not in the browser window? Which browser you are using, I don't know, but this property will identify the cookies will be enabled or not, guys, right? Navigator dot user agent, let me check one more property here. Navigator dot user agent, user agent, is the properties available? Yeah, this property will give you the currently working browser information, but it is giving you Chrome, Safari, and everything it is giving you. But if you can execute this in the Mozilla, you will get the Mozilla related information here. If you can execute the same in the Edge browser, you will get the Edge browser information at the end of the browser. Okay, right. So for detecting the browser, earlier we written already some logic, guys, here, but it's not some easy. For detecting the browser, we have tried some regular expressions logic there. By writing the regular expressions and by matching conditions, we can detect which browser we are using. Let me show you. I think I written this earlier in the JavaScript sessions, but it is not possible in one day, guys. Seriously, says it will take some time definitely. Uh, yeah, detect browser.html. We created already a file. So we taken all the things. User agent is nothing but the navigator object, right? I taken like this. So we written some logic. This is the logic. Nothing. If you can just run this browser in the console, you will get the browser you are using currently. What is the browser I am using? Chrome version is 95. You can copy the same and you can open this following browser, and you will get the information from here also by I'm pressing F12. In the here also you can see in the console which browser we are using. Now you can see Firefox 93rd version we are using. The same I'm going for Edge browser also. In the Edge browser also, just I'm going to run the script by pressing F12. We can detect which browser we are using now. You can see in the console, I think Edge 18, that is the version we are using right now. So this script will detect the logic, which browser we are using currently. It's all about regular expressions and matching conditions, all the things early, long back we written actually. The same I am showing you. But don't worry, just whenever you need to find or to detect the browser, just you can go with the this file. Anyhow, I will save this file in our location, so I think it will be helpful to us. But we need to know a lot of things, guys. Here it's not in one shot we can write this logic, right? Yeah, I'm saving this in your location also so that we can easily detect the browser. Okay, now the browser version we are using and every information we can find it. And very important, cookie enable. We can identify whether the cookies are enabled or not, right? This is navigator object. The important property is cookie enable. And one more thing in interview they will ask us, how can we detect the browser, which browser window we are using currently? So by using navigator object only, guys. Next one, if we can go here, location. Location.html my file is. Now we can see location means it is going to talk about completely the URLs, only. What type of protocol you are using, what is the domain name, what is the URI segment, right? So everything will be talk about the currently used browsing information. I mean the URLs. It's all about the URL. Now you can see. Now I am writing console.log location, LOCATY location or winner.location. Just you can see this is the most used one in real time, guys. This location object, right? You can see the location object is logged here in the console. If you can log this, can you see it is all about the URLs. You are not getting complete URLs. Remember, this is not HTTP protocol actually. If this is HTTP protocol, you will get lot of information. You know one thing, just copy this line and add this line into the W3 schools or somewhere. Let me go to W3 schools and let me add this line here. Now you can see I'm just going to add this line here. Script to open, script to close. Right, just add this following line in this, and you can see because it is having live protocol, HTTPS protocol, right. Let me press F12. Let me run this, and you can see in the console I'm logging this. Let us run this. Now can we see this is the location object is logged here. See the difference. We are not getting host name, href, origin, everything we are not getting there. We are not getting this information. Some information only we are getting, I believe, not all the information, right? Host and host name you didn't get, I believe, guys. Here now you can go and check this. Are you getting the host and information? Yeah, can you see this is your local? So we are not getting host name, but we are getting other information. Origin we are getting, file protocol, and remaining we are getting. But you can see here complete information you are getting there. Path name we are getting, port number by default they won't showcase you, which protocol we are using, and you want to reload the page, right? By clicking the reload thing, page will get reloaded. Replace the URL. What is the URL right now we are having? If you want to replace it, yeah, we can replace the URL also, right? and this is the search is the parameter to find the query string parameter. Query string parameter in the sense after question mark, whatever the thing you are having, that is going to be identify the query string parameter. Let me do with some examples with the same. So generally, in interview, there is one question. Generally, how can we redirect a page? Right? We know we have anchor tag open, anchor tag close. Here we can click and we are having href, and you can go here like this, http fb.com, something like this, right? By clicking this link, automatically from one page to you will go to some other page now, Facebook page. By using JavaScript, how we can redirect a page? So here the same we can use. People will write like this: window dot location equal to where you want to go, right? For example, https colon slash slash fb.com. This is the way you want to go. For example, what I want to do, let me do one thing. Let me create a basic structure. Location object, body open, body close. Right. See, I have a button here. On click the button, I want to redirect the page. Click here to redirect. I'm writing click here to redirect. This is not anchor tag. This is simply a button. On click the button, what I want to do, I want to fire a function on click equal to, I'm writing redirect me is my function, my own function. This is not predefined function. Now what will happen generally, on click the button, it will look for redirect me function. Now you can see script tag open, script tag close. Here you can define the function redirect me, redirect me. So here window dot location location equal to where you want to go. So now you can see https colon slash facebook.com, something like this if you can provide. So automatically from this page you will redirect to some other page. Now you can check this. So now where you are in our location. On click this button, it is going to redirect you back to Facebook page. Can you see? You went to Facebook now. So this is JavaScript redirection. I'm not clicking this button or anything. Simply in interviews also they will ask us, how can we redirect a page? See, it's all about accessing the URL information. Location.host. What is the meaning of location.host? So if you want to get the your main domain, if you want to get, what is the property? Location.host. Your this is also host name is also the same. Href means complete URL of the page you are executing. The origin including protocol, guys, origin will give you with the protocol. Can you see host is not giving the protocol? Host means always without protocol only we can get the information. Origin means it will give the complete information. The path name after the slash, can you see what is the path name you are having here? HTML trait ASP, something like this you are getting. This is the path segments, actually these are called. It's all about the getting the URL information. Now you can see the protocol, which protocol you are using. Simply in the console.log, what you can do, you can go location, right? Location.protocol. I want to get the protocol information only. Then by pressing F12, this time you are not going to get all the information. What is the protocol you are having? That protocol information only you are going to get it. HTTPS is the protocol we are using currently. But in the local, you will never get the protocol information, guys. Why? Because protocol is a file protocol, not HTTP protocol. No, here we are using file protocol. That's why it is giving you the file protocol. Okay, some port number is not there anyhow. Local server doesn't have any port number. We are not using any local server here. We are running locally through browser. We don't have any information. It's all about the location object. We'll talk about completely information of the browser window. Information of the browser window, guys. Exactly. So this is what exactly the concept of location object, right? In the same manner, I want to talk about JavaScript timing functions. What is the meaning of JavaScript timing functions? There are four global methods, guys, here. The four global methods are here, nothing but you can check this. Set interval. Interval is a method, and we have clear interval also method, guys. Clear interval, set interval combination. We have set timeout is a method, as well as clear timeout is a method. Clear timeout is a method. This like this we have four methods are there. Four are the global methods. Four methods belongs to window object only. Who is the father of these four methods? Window objects. They are the global methods, right? Now you can see generally what is the meaning of interval. I want to call an action for every particular period of time. For every 10 seconds, I want to call this function automatically. So how we can do it? What is a clear interval? Actually, what set interval is doing? Set interval is calling a function for every period of or 10 minutes. So I don't want to call it. I want to clean the interval. To clean the interval, we have clear interval. Okay, first let us see about the set interval and clear interval, then we can go for timeout. Okay, right. Let me go and create a file here also. Right now you can see best example, guys, here timer timer.html. Here now you can see I am taking a div id equal to timer, id equal to timer. Okay, right, where d equal to new data. This is a new date, right? Generally, okay. D dot get hours, you will get the current hours, okay. D dot get minuts, get minutes, you will get the current minutes. D dot get seconds. This is what will give you exactly current hours, minutes and seconds we are going to get here. Now let us take the variable where h is equal to, where m is equal to, I'm taking the variables like this. You can take anything, no problem, where s is equal to, okay. Now you can see where time equal to h, I'm just concatenating I. Yes, okay, that's all I'm going to take like this. So this is going to be plus operator, plus operator. I'm just concatenating like this, guys, here. Okay, right. Yes, HIS. So you are going to get the current time in hours and minutes and seconds. Right now you can see what I want to do. Document dot get element by ID. Document dot get element by ID. What is the ID? We have timer, right? Timer dot inner HTML equal to time. That's all. Now by running this file, what happened? Time will be displayed on the screen, right? Right. Okay, what happened? Timer. Is it displaying? No, I believe. So need to check this. Is there any error? Right. Press F12. Check, do you have any error? I is not defined. HIS is not defined. S, okay. M, right? HMS. Okay. Now you can check this. Time is displayed on the screen. This is the time. 8:30, 54 is displayed on the screen. The time should be in running mode, guys. Here, actually, the time is not in running mode. I want to make the timer in a running mode. How can you make the timer in running mode? Now you can see this is actually the time 8:30. Whatever the logic we have here, we have set interval, interval interval. In these two parameters we have to pass. One is a function you want to execute. Second one is the interval, time interval. 1000 milliseconds means 1 second. So in this function, whatever the logic you written, keep the logic inside of it. That's all. This is what you need to do there. Now what is going to be happen? This logic is going to be executed for every 1 second. If it is executed for 1 second, the timer is going to be updated. Now you can see 8:31, 54. Now you can see 55, 57, 58. Right? It is going to be 32 now. It is going to become like this. Exactly. Right. So this is very important to call something. Okay. Right. I don't want to call the things like this, guys. Yeah. Let me do one thing. I want to have a start button. Okay. Let us have a button. BUTTON button open, button close. This is a start button. On click the start button, the timer should started. On click the stop button, the timer should be stopped. So in this point of time, we can have the buttons on click equal to start timer is the function, on click equal to stop timer. Exactly, I want to take like this. Now function start timer. In this nothing, guys. On click this, the timer should be started now. This is the logic you have to keep inside of it. The set interval logic only you have to keep inside of it. Okay, simply keep the logic inside of it. Right, now you can check this. Start timer should get started. It is starting 8:20 something. If you can click the stop button, it has to stop now. I mean, we have to, the time is running 27, 28 something. We have to stop that 30. It has to stop by at 30. Okay, so in this point of time, we can define that function also. Function stop timer. In this, what we have to do here, you set interval, right? Here I have to do clear interval. But here, one very important thing, Andy. Here, this reference, this will give you one variable always, where interval or any variable you can take it. This variable you have to pass into the function. But to do this, we have to do always this as a global variable. Why? Because this is the global variable. Why? If it is a global variable, then only we can access, right? Otherwise we can access into the other function. So in this, what we have to do, clear interval. In this, just pass that interval variable. All right, interval variable. Here you can take any variable. I taken it as a interval, some meaningful manner. If you don't want interval, you can take some other variable also, no problem. Now you can see clear interval. Now I'm refreshing the page and I started the timer. Timer gets started, right? 8:49, 50 something. Now I'm clicking the stop button. Timer stopped, right? If you can click the start button again, timer should get started now. So now you can see timer should get started again from 35, 36, something like this. If you can stop it, it is stopped. If you can start it, it is going to be started, something like this, guys. Okay, now just check this. How we can stop the timer, how we can do something like this. This is what about the thing. Okay, right. In the same manner, there is something called set timeout, right? What is a timeout? See, I want to execute some logic after specific time has been completed. Specific time has been completed in a sense. You can go to Flipkart or somewhere around. There is going to be a flash sale, FLASH, a flash sale at 12 p.m. Okay, 12 p.m. This is the people will say. Actually, there is a button called buy now button. buy now button. Okay, right now time is 8:36 only. This button will enable at 12 p.m. only. Meanwhile, the button should be in disable. It should be in disable. So once 12 p.m. is completed, the button should be gets enabled automatically, guys. This is what you need to do. Right. So in this point of time, what I want to do, let me take the same here. I'm copy pasting. So this is button enable and disable, right? Right. Timeout. Timeout.html is my file name. Okay. No need to worry. So here, let me remove all this stuff. Okay. I have a button called buy now. Okay. Buy now is the button. Okay. Now buy now is a button. Right. This buy now button should disable. Okay. Now disable by default. So, and this button should get enabled at particular point of time. Now you can see I am writing an attribute called disabled. Okay, now you can check this, not this file, right? Okay, go there and execute this. Now button is disabled. By now is disabled. It's completely disabled. If you want, you can design the button also, right? I mean, design the button in the sense adding some classes and some padding, and you can do it, no problem. Now you can see I'm just going to take some style tag, open style tag, close, little bit design I want to do here. If you want, you can take an id equal to btn or class, anything you can take it, hash btn. So here background, okay, padding, padding, padding 10 pixel, 20 pixel, border none. Okay, now you can check this. So you want to add any background color for it, you can add the background color also, guys. Here just this is the button. Buy now button is completely disabled. Background hash d4 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 light dark color I'm adding. Now you can see buy now button is completely disabled. You're able to see. Okay, at particular point of time the button should get enabled, guys. Here, okay, now the button should get enabled. So then what I want to do in this point of time, okay, now you can check this here. Onload the page only. We can write set timeout, set timeout. In this also the same, guys, two parameters. One is a callback function and one more is the after how many seconds you want to call this function. See, I'm writing 10,000 milliseconds, means that after 10,000 milliseconds this function should be called, not every time, right? Then only this should get called. This is set timeout. After this time has been completed, I want to call the function. All right, let us get the button also, where btn equal to document dot get element by id, element by id. In this by id, just you can pass the btn. Now you can see in this what I want to do, btn dot remove attribute, attribute, remove attribute disable, disab, disable I have to remove. Okay, now right, btn dot style dot css text. Okay, css text is equal to background. Background is going to be, I provided something green. Okay, that is the dark color I provided. Now I'm providing green. Color is white color. Okay, now right, I removed the attributes, disable, disable, and I'm adding the color. Now you can check this. I'm just going to refresh the page. You have to wait for 10 seconds, guys, to enable that button. I mean, after a specific time has been completed, the button should get enabled. That's the reason. Right now you can see the button is getting enabled. So in the meanwhile, even if you can click or even if you can do any interaction, that is not going to happen anything, right? It is not going to do. You can do also one thing, on click this, we have start timer, right? Sorry, this is what is the file, this, okay, no problem. This function is going to be called here, start sale. Now I'm writing this as a start sale function. Now what happened? Then only this will be started sale. Now you can see I'm going to create the function start sale. This function will call alert started. I'm writing started. Let us see. Raw button is disabled. I'm clicking this. Is the start sale button is calling? No. The function is also not calling. Let me enable the button. Once button get enabled, let me click on it. Now you can see, are you getting alert? Yes, now I'm getting the alert. So this type of works we can perform by using this as timeout, guys. I mean set interval, set timeout functions. After a specific time has been completed, yeah, we can do the same. So if you don't want to enable that timer, if you want to stop 10 seconds, right? We set 10 seconds now. If you want to stop it, we can use the clear timeout. The same reference, whatever the reference we are having, it is going to return some reference stop timer. All right, let us see. I'm having a button don't enable stop. I'm writing simply stop enabling. Okay, right. So now on click equal to stop enable the button. Okay, stop enable. In this, after 5 seconds, I want to change my mind. I don't want to enable the button. So now you can go for the function stop enable. Here we have clear timeout is a function. In this, you have to pass the reference of it where x is equal to or any variable, but you have to pass that x here. Then only thing will be work. Now you can check this. Now it is I'm not stopping this, right? Let us I just kept the button like this, guys, here. Don't worry. Based on some conditions, so we can enable it, we can disable it. Now you can see. Now I'm going to click on the stop button. That's all. You can wait for 10 more seconds or 20 more seconds or 40 seconds, 100 seconds. The button is not going to be enabled. Why button is not going to be enabled? Because we clear that timeout, set timeout variable. Even if we can do like this, yeah. So here actually we can write some conditional based clear out. See, I have to, there is a buy now button, right? Buy now button is enabled after 10 seconds. After that, what I want to do, I want to verify there is a stock. Okay, button will be green. If there is no stock, I want to disable the green color button again. So then in this point of time, we can call this function like this, guys, stop enable button. By default, button is enabled. So I want to stop the button as well. Here if we can, yeah, we can do like this, guys. Okay, now, right. So this is all about the window object, guys, here. The next thing, very important concept, guys, here, we need to talk about JSON and Ajax. These two we will discuss in the next session. Okay, all right.